Didn't you want to be a lawyer, Mummy? What happened?
They can cry in a Ferrari.
So what shifted? What changed?
Over the past few months, I've become really unhappy. My parents, I don't think they like what I do.
Bruh.
OnlyFans has become a way that talentless creators can sell soft and hardcore corn to impressionable fan bases with the promise of millions in simp donations and AdSense. There's clearly a push from the media and society to normalise this kind of content.
This is having a major effect on society. I know what you're thinking, God, these guys are reaching. There's clearly not an agenda to normalise this sort of stuff. The media is pushing this down your throats like you wouldn't believe. Take a look at some of these articles that we've got. This is how OnlyFans top earners spend their fortunes. Quote unquote, I'm living the dream. Now, if that's not selling a dream to impressionable fan bases, I don't know what is, Holmes. Another one from Joe Mama. The amount top earners on OnlyFans make is out of this world. And that's a belting article by Toby.
These articles are clearly there to go at a certain audience, and that is basically young, impressionable women who are looking to sell themselves. They know full well that the vast majority of people who read their articles or follow them on Twitter or Facebook are people who are, say, 18 to 25.
You can say that these articles are out there and you don't have to read them, but let's face it, in the modern era, if you're looking to become an OnlyFans slapper, you're going to be Googling how much does he earn, and when you type in OnlyFans, that sort of stuff's going to come up, and you're having it sensationalised and sold to you.
Yeah, well, there's a reason they're the articles that we've got, because we did the same. When we're researching, what's the first thing we do? We go online, we type in OF, we want to do a bit of research onto this, look at what's going on.
I know, it gets a bit ropey when you're Googling OF, but me and him in a room together, I don't know, man.
Obviously, if you're going there and you're wanting to do this, that's the first thing that you're
going
seeing.
the rabbit hole. You're going to look at every article you can to see what public perception is of you, how much you can probably make. You're going down Joe's rabbit hole. And they ignore the failure rate. So say like an Albrook, yeah. She gets sensationalised in the media like it's a survivorship bias. You forget she's one out of however many million creators there are who's just so happened to make a load of money from it.
How many girls do we know who we went to high school with? Or
I don't know any women anyway, but like...
What girls that you remember in high school that you never spoke to?
And I was scared of and they bullied me. She made me eat my own ass. I know personally of 10 women who've done this, and that's just in my local area from my high school, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, none of them are Albrook going on the Piers Morgan podcast.
All these girls have done it and then stopped doing it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Best case scenario is they made a couple of grand. Everybody in the local area has seen the videos that they done because one person's paid for it, and now you're going out on dates. You may be even wifing off the girl who everybody in your social circle has watched do God knows what to herself online. £3 a month.
Get rid of obviously this is going out. You just described exactly what happened to her. She had a little brother and all the mates brought it and started showing him in class. His sister split open.
We will keep that in. We'll just blur out the names because that's a really good story.
If you try and make a business and it fails, that's fine. That is fine, at least you tried.
Yeah.
But if these girls do it, it doesn't go the way they want and they've made not as much money as they thought they could. The best case scenario is these pictures are out there online forever of you naked.
Yeah, all because you thought it was an online business. Why did you think it was an online business? You've got companies like Business Insider. People think business. We spoke with 8 OnlyFans models about how much money they made in a year, and their answers ranged from $143,000 to $5.4 million. If you've read any psychology, you'll know of a thing called anchoring. So your mind hears a figure, or it hears something that's happened, and it anchors around this. So when you hear 143,000, you might say to yourself, yeah, well, I know the average person isn't earning that. But your mind doesn't know that. You will hear that and you will think, oh, so the best case scenario is I'm a millionaire, but the worst case scenario, 143, I'm not as fit as these girls, but I'll at least make 100 grand a year, because that's how the human mind works. And you're getting this from an article that's supposed to be Business Insider. It's meant to be giving you knowledge on things like stocks and shares, how to start a business, how to be an entrepreneur. But what you're actually getting is clickbait titles and how to sell your for money that you're not going to get. According to this article, there's literally no downsides to OnlyFans.
We got an article from this freelance investigative journalist who says the average OnlyFans earning on a realistic basis for if you're a bit of a ming, a bit of a porker, is minimum wage, McDonald's work. Not just McDonald's work, but you're naked on camera 7 days a week, showing your ambutty and your chocolate starfish. I think I'd prefer flip burgers.
Albrook is on all the podcasts now.
Every single one. Piers Morgan, just chilling with her and that. Even if he's insulting her on the podcast, she's there.
It's still crazy that Al Brooks on there.
Do you know what? It's a cultural insemination like I've never seen before. They're everywhere. They're on every stream, every video. Do you know what I mean? You've got Dalboy throwing big meaty hooks with OnlyFans on his jorts.
A nearly world champion boxer on several occasions.
Dalboy.
Sponsoring OnlyFans.
Wrapped around his waist like those big meaty hooks.
Honestly, when I saw that, it went through me.
Yeah.
It went through me like one of them pills that you pop.
Have you ever taken those pills, the laxative pills? You know, the ones you take, you pop, and you wait for 20 minutes, you go to the toilet, and they go through you? Mm-hmm. I'm going to go through this man.
It's a bit of a weird analogy.
Everybody knew exactly what I was talking about.
What you saying about a lot of these women? What you rating them?
What, Luke's wise and that?
Yeah.
All right.
Mid.
All right. Mid.
Pretty mid.
Spaghetti mayonnaise.
Amaranth.
Albrook. They're mid, but more importantly, they're attainable.
And that's the problem. So you give these girls all your simp donations thinking, yeah, I'm going to get them. And then you're completely in one of these like made up relationships with a girl who doesn't even know who you are. And she's lying to you about the fact that she's not in a relationship. Because if you found out that she was, all that illusion's gone.
And when I was growing up, the same way you grew up, you know, like when you were younger and now you're older.
Yeah, not really, but go on.
Yeah. When I was 12 and 13 and I was just getting into corn, there was no chance of me getting with these women. There was no chance of me having an interaction with them. It's just I'm watching it, I'm jerking it, yeah? Imagine being 12 now, you nick dad's credit card. He's also donating to OnlyFans, but he's using a different credit card. You nick his other one. You decide that you want one of these girls to be your first internet girlfriend. You can pop them donos. I love your stuff. Big fan. This will then become your first relationship.
Your introduction into dating is, I gave Amaranth a banging $10 donation last night.
And she said, gee, thanks, Holmes. She said, essay, cheers.
And obviously there's a lot of stigma attached to simps, and people automatically assume that all the simps are incels online. But if you look at this Psychology Today article, it says that 82% of the people who are using OnlyFans are married. So people are sitting there and blaming incels, but it's not them who are the ones to blame, because the people who are doing this are actually, you know, they're not celibate.
Yeah,
they're in a relationship.
It's your middle-aged perversions.
So it's actually the incels who are feeling the brunt both ends, because they're getting blamed for it when it's not them. But also, you're a 21-year-old incel. Your future wife is knocking about the streets at the minute with pictures of her doing God knows what to herself. Not you who's done it. It's some 35-year-old Redditor who's in a bad relationship, who's desperate for a bit of novelty. Your dating prospects are now damaged. A woman would rather go out and post these pictures and make her money that way, which obviously she's not going to, but she doesn't know that. You've now got no dating opportunities, because loads of these women are now doing this.
Yeah, man, these old head boomer journalists writing all these articles, just trying to throw the flack at young people and that.
Yeah, this the same person who's writing the article saying that me and you are far out because we go to the gym. He's there in a failed relationship, jacking it to OnlyFans.
With his beard next to him.
And now young men are going out, they can't find girlfriends because all the women have either got high body counts or they're on OnlyFans. And then when we go out online and we complain about this, he's there saying you're God knows what, but they're the ones creating the problems.
Yeah. Is this any worse than corn for young lads? Probably not. They're probably on an even playing field in terms of the content and the explicit nature. With corn stars, there seems to be a general thing in place where it seeps through the crap, sure, but it doesn't outright make it out there. Where these OF girls, they're on Piers Morgan now. Do you know what I mean? Dalboy's got him on his shorts. It's crazy.
And then this also comes full circle, because if this is affecting the women, it's affecting the men. These are the future mother of your children. These are your future wives. You're now in a position where a lot of young men are going to end up with these women in the future. Do we really want this? No. So somewhere down the line, people have got to step up, keep calling this out and say, yeah, enough's enough. OF, just like corn, it's got to go. It's a drain on society.
And those call-outs come from us. Reps and redemption.
I mean, look, I read today about a 10-year-old girl with Down syndrome who was taken from her mother and put in a cage. I read about did you say want to a 10-year-old with Down syndrome?